Okay, so I have a quick question for you. What is a landing page and what are they used for? And I bet you can give me 100 different answers to that question because there's so many misconceptions and conflicting information out there about what a landing page is and how to use them correctly. Well, today we're going to talk about some of the different types of landing pages that there are and when you would use them. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to show you my secret weapon for creating unlimited landing pages fast and easily. Hey everybody, I'm Michael Gomes, the founder of the Aspiring Entrepreneur Academy. If you're here looking to literally just design and create a landing page, skip ahead to our Building Landing Pages timestamp in the description below, and let's dive in. So real quick, let's talk about the difference between a landing page and a sales page, because a lot of people get this confused. Landing pages are great for sending people directly from a link, such as from YouTube or on your social media or in an email list. So it's a link that you've provided directly to this landing page. And those landing pages are used to collect email addresses so that you can offer freebies or opt-ins and direct them towards your other sales pages for like coaching programs, memberships, and other digital products that you may have, even services. Sales pages, on the other hand, have a very specific purpose, and that is to convince your potential customer, your potential client, to purchase from you. And real quick, I thought I would talk about sales funnels as well, because sales funnels are basically just groupings of landing pages strung together, from your opt-in or your squeeze page to your upsell, your downsell, maybe another upsell, maybe a thank you page. Those are all landing pages that are grouped together, which creates a sales funnel. So now let's talk about the different types of landing pages. And we'll start with the squeeze page, which is probably one of the most common ways to collect someone's information, because basically it's a page designed to literally squeeze the information from somebody by promising an exchange of an irresistible offer or a gift in exchange for their information. The goal is to create so much curiosity and buzz that they just have to put in their information and see what it is that you're having to offer. And then it forwards them on to either like a thank you page or even into one of your upsells or your downsells if you're creating a funnel, and it kind of moves them down through that buyer customer journey. Now, also another name for a squeeze page, which is very similar, but it's a lead magnet or an opt-in page. That's when you create some sort of offer that is irresistible to somebody that they have to click on the link, and you're going to send them to this landing page, and they're going to be met with either like a form to put in their information or a button that has a pop-up form to put in their information. So the whole goal on that page is simply to collect their information in exchange for that freebie. And then maybe you save them on your email list to use later. Maybe you reach out to them later with other promotions. But the idea here, especially when you're just getting started in online business, is to create your first lead magnet, your first freebie, and just start building your email list and then warming those leads and educating and nurturing them inside of your email list. Now, there are landing pages that don't actually collect information or data from your potential customers. These are called click-through pages. And the point of a click-through page is that they kind of sit on the top of your sales funnel. So it's the link that they click on that brings them to this page, which gives them a little bit of information, and then another call to action, which sends them somewhere else in your funnel. It kind of directs the traffic through to the next step of your funnel. Another big one that I use all the time are thank you pages. It's probably one of the most simplest landing pages that we've all seen. We've all probably experienced at some point where you've had a customer or you yourself have opted in to some sort of freebie or some sort of digital offer, and then you're literally instantly redirected to some sort of thank you page. Now, these thank you pages can be super simple, like literally just saying, thank you, your freebies in your email box, or maybe it's thank you. I have some that are set up that just say, thank you, click here to get your freebie. It automatically brings up their freebie. They can download it. But then depending on what you're building, I always recommend to my students, take advantage of these thank you pages because you already have them on your site. You already have them in your funnel, and you can use it to market or direct them to other areas of your website, your social media, your YouTube videos, your other programs, your coaching programs, things like that. So take advantage of your thank you pages. Don't always have it where it just says thank you, grab your freebie, and that's it, because I still see a lot of people doing that. So at this point, you may be asking, well, when and where do I use a sales page versus a landing page, and which type of landing page do I use? And unfortunately, there's no definitive answer. But here are some of my personal guidelines to determine whether you should be using a sales page or a landing page. If you're looking to generate leads to build your mailing list or build a community of members, then use a landing page. If you're looking to sell your offer directly to your target audience, use a sales page. Now, let's talk about some of the do's and don'ts of landing pages. The first thing is don't use visuals that aren't relevant to your offer or landing page or the reason why your potential customer or client came to that landing page. Now, I know that seems pretty self-explanatory, but what I see a lot of the times are people that are cluttering up their landing pages with all these stock photos and imagery and graphics, and they're not thinking about the customer client journey. Think about whatever you promoted them. If you're running a paid ad or you're running something on YouTube, some sort of call to action, you want that call to action to line up with the imagery and the information on your landing page So you're kind of guiding them through this customer journey. You got to think about it as a cohesive customer client journey or buyer journey all the way through. So keep it minimal, only include graphics and text and information that is relevant to what they clicked through to receive from you. Which brings us to the next thing, which is don't clutter your landing page with unnecessary fluff. Keep in mind, again, that customer buyer journey. If you confuse the customer with too much information or too many things that aren't relevant to the offer that they clicked through for, you're going to confuse them, and a confused buyer doesn't purchase. Now, a big thing that you can do on your landing pages is make your calls to action stand out. Make them bold and big. Make those buttons bold and big. Use bold text, bold contrasting colors. Make sure that that button and that call to action, wherever that is clear to the viewer. Now, one thing that I always talk about is how if you're creating a landing page serves a certain purpose. Do not include navigational links up in the header or in the footer, because you want them to stay focused. Again, think about that customer buyer journey. You're trying to hold their hand. You're trying to walk them through the process. You're trying to guide them through to your offer, your freebie, your offer, your sales, whatever it is. That's the difference between a landing page and a website, because with a website, you've got all these calls to action. They show up. There's like 100 different buttons to click on. You may have your freebies. You may have your courses. You may have your opt-ins on the page as well, but you've also got all these other calls to actions, all these other buttons and drop down menus. And, it's kind of like shiny object syndrome, right? They're kind of all over the place. Go, well, where am I supposed to click? And so a landing page is meant to be super, super focused. And that's why on a website page, your bounce rates are a lot higher, meaning that that's when somebody shows up to your site and instantly leaves because they don't know which action to take. They have no idea. If you use your main website page as the link in one of your promotions or your campaigns, that's doing you a disservice. You need some sort of landing page that walks them, or a sales funnel, right? A collection of landing pages that kind of walks them and guides them through this process. If you don't, you run the risk of having a higher bounce rate as opposed to having a higher opt-in rate. And the last thing I want to mention is don't ask for too much information, okay? Only ask for relevant information. So if you're giving away a free ebook or a free module in one of your courses, you don't need their phone number or their social security number. I hate when I show up on landing pages and I'm literally just signing up for a freebie and they want my entire life story and they want all of my information. It's pointless. All you need is an email address, and that's pretty much it. If anything, get like a first name or something. I put on some of my forms that I want them to give me their first name, but I make it optional. But it's because I like to have those emails that go out later customized with their name in the intro. And real quick, if you're enjoying this and this makes sense to you, give me a like and comment below and answer me this question. What is your most, if you've already created landing pages, what is your most performing or best performing landing page thus far? Now, let's talk about my secret weapon for creating unlimited landing pages, Kajabi. Pretty much every page builder on the internet has their own landing page generator. All of them have all these pre-built landing pages that can get you up and running quickly and easily. All you got to do is like with the click of a button. But my favorite is Kajabi because I was already using Kajabi for all of my other courses, memberships, and other digital products. And now I get unlimited landing pages, so I can create as many as I want. And that is seriously one of the biggest things that I love about Kajabi is that I only need one tool to run my entire online business, period. Real quick, I just want to mention that if you are interested in following along and learning how to create simple landing pages inside of Kajabi, I want to gift you a free 30-day trial of Kajabi so that you can have some time to play around with it, time to set up some landing pages, maybe a lead magnet and an opt-in. If you already have Kajabi, that's okay. We can still be friends. I actually have a course for you. It's my Master Kajabi Advanced course. If you go to michaelgoms.com/master Kajabi, this is my extensive or advanced course for Kajabi, where we not only talk about online business and course strategy, but we also talk about more advanced design and creative elements as well. I just want to show you how easy it is to do this in Kajabi. It's very user-friendly, click and draggable, super simple. Let's dive in and I'll show you real fast. So right now I'm logged into my Kajabi account. I am currently under the website tab on the left-hand side. This is where they've grouped all of your website pages all in one section for you. So if you click under pages, it'll show you these tabs right here where it says website, landing, and funnels. The website pages are all your system pages. So your main home page, maybe your blog post design pages that you can pre-design. And then you also have like your library for your students and where your courses show up, things like that. The landing pages obviously is where we're going to focus because we're going to go through these landing pages. I want to show you a few cool things on the landing pages. So let's start out by going up here to this button that says new landing page. And I want to walk you through some of these templates that Kajabi already has ready and built for you, ready to go. So this is their free template store, right? As we come down here, we see we have sales pages. We talked about sales and landing pages. Again, sales pages are going to be a little bit more intricate than just simple landing pages with like a single opt-in form. It's going to have a little bit more information on it. And of course, those can either be short or long, depending on, what your goals are. And that's one thing as we go through and we're searching through these landing pages that I want to encourage you to do is keep in mind, what is my goal? Who is my audience? What exactly am I trying to get them to do? And think about it when you're building, again, out your customer client journey from beginning to end, whether you're running a paid ad or whether you're doing evergreen content online, right? You want to think of it in terms of you're walking them through this journey. So pick a page and a design that accentuates those goals for you. Okay. So if we click down here on view all 14, it's going to show you a whole bunch of different sales page templates. Now here's one called Lindsay. Let's click on this. If you just click on it, you can scroll here on the left-hand side and it'll show you tentatively what the sales page is going to look like. And all you have to do is click get started right here and it's instantly installed. Let's check out this time theme. If we click on this for you foodies out there, here's a nice little landing sales page here. This looks like it's for a course, talking about meeting your instructors at the bottom, right? Again, click get started, instantly installed. This is showing you that you can have a landing page or a sales page in this case set up in a matter of minutes. And all you got to do is replace all the text and imagery and publish it. So let's keep going down here. We got podcast landing pages, which is great if you want to feature your podcast. Here's this one called Tranquility, which I absolutely love. As you can see down here, they've got some great imagery, some great design work set up. We got thank you pages right here. Again, there's more than just these three. You just have to click the view all 9 and it'll show you all the thank you pages here. Here we have the opt-in pages. We'll click view all 14. We got some really great designed opt-in pages here for you to choose from. If we click here on this Chloe one, for example, this one's nice and bright and colorful. It doesn't scroll because this is it. It's really simple. It's literally one of those landing pages that we talked about, that we discussed, where it's just, the purpose is just to collect their information in exchange for something. So anyway, a ton of different designs to start from. There really are no excuses for not having beautiful design on your website because Kajabi's done all the work for you. They're all here and they're all customizable too, so you can change them all. So now let's just dive into this bolt one and I'll show you how easy it is to customize it. So let's click on get started. We'll give it a title. Let's just say temporary landing page. And once you've added that to your library, come back to your landing pages. We're going to come over here to this little button that looks like a little painter's thing. We're going to click customize. This pulls us into the Kajabi landing page builder or the Kajabi page builder. Now, one thing that I mentioned in previous videos that I'm absolutely obsessed with Kajabi is that I only have to learn one page builder. I don't have to learn 10 different page builders when I'm jumping from landing page or sales funnel or email marketing or whatever. It's all one page builder. I learn it and it's consistent across the entire platform. And I love that. So now let me kind of walk you through the page builder here and show you how simple this is. Over here on the left-hand side, it's a very simple organization. You have settings for your header here. Here's your text. That would be this right here. Your text, kind of like your hero text, right? And then you have your form in text, which if we scroll down here on the canvas, this is your form and your text. Now they've got a footer in here with a bunch of buttons, and I don't want that because we talked about on landing pages, you don't want too many calls to action because you don't want them clicking away. You want them to stay focused on what they're going to do. So I'm going to go over here to the left-hand side. You go under footer. And if you go under desktop layout, you can click hide footer. And there we go. See, the footer's been hidden right down here. I'm going to click save. So now you want to replace this text right here, right? Maybe you like the setup the way it is now. You just want to replace this text. You're going to hover over the box, click on where it says edit here in the blue. And over here on the left-hand side, all of the text appears here. So let's just replace this with something else. Get fit in 90 days using this single most important tip. I don't know. I'm not a fitness expert. And then I'm going to highlight this text because you notice how the text sizing changed. And if we use this drop down arrow, I'm going to put it back to format heading 1. So that's at its biggest setting. So there we go. We got the big text back right here. That's super simple. Let's click save. Let's say, for example, we want to change the imagery in the background. We're just going to click on the canvas on the image on the background. Another way that you can do this, if you come over here to the left-hand side and we go back, is where it says text. This is your hero text. Just click on text. Right here, down here on the left-hand side, it shows background. Just click on background. This is where you can change your background media type. So you don't have to have this image here. You can just have a solid background. You can even add a video in the background, but we have an image here. So if you want to change that image, all you have to do is click on the select image, and then it gives you the opportunity to upload a new image or select a recent image that maybe you've already used. So that's real simple. If you want to change like the overlay background color, down here on the left-hand side, background color, click on this. And right now we're set at black at like a 31% transparency right here. This little slider right here, this is your transparency slider, so we can make it a lot darker on the screen. As you can see, it got a lot darker. We can change the transparency a little bit. We can obviously change the background color a little bit. Let's put a little green tint on it. Now, if we scroll down here on the canvas, we're going to come down here. Now, these are blocks, okay? These little highlighted areas, these are the blocks within sections, okay? This is the form block. So this is the form that we're going to put on the page to display it. As of right now, it's not actually displaying a form. So we're going to choose one. And then in a second, I'm going to show you real quick how to set up a form to actually add in that section. But let's click on edit here where it says click here to select a form. And if you come over here to the left-hand side, it says form, select your forms. So now you just have a drop-down arrow and you can select whichever form you want. Let's actually use the form for our 20 tips to launch your first course PDF, free PDF. There you go. You can see how it added the form into the canvas so that we can preview it and see what it looks like. I'm just asking for a first name and an email. So super, super simple to change any of the text, the background colors, the forms. Now let me show you how to create a form that you can actually add to your landing page. So now going back to our main menu page, we can go down to marketing on the left-hand side and we click on forms. And so this is where we can create as many forms as we want, but then once that form is established, we can apply that to any page. But keep this in mind that most likely you'll want to create a form for a specific offer or freebie or whatever you're giving away or whatever you're selling. That way you can keep your data straight for the analytics. I'm going to show you that in a minute. So let's click on new form, and I'm going to show you how to create a new form from scratch. So let's just say the temporary form. Guess we'll do it in caps because I'm already in caps. Okay, so there's a few settings once you're in here. This is one thing that you're gonna have to choose between is your double opt-in and your single opt-in. I like to use single opt-in sometimes, especially if I'm just giving away a simple freebie, because I want to create as few barriers for the person signing up as possible. But sometimes you might want to use double opt-in. That's what is recommended because you're going to increase the quality of your leads that log in. And basically what a double opt-in is it's just sending them an email verification that they have to go, and it'll give them a notification after they sign up on the form to say, you know, hey, great, you're almost there. You know, go to your email to check, and you can customize that message too. But go to your email to click verify, so, you know, so we get you on our list or whatever. You know, we talked about sending people to thank you pages over here on the right-hand side. If you click on this, send the contact to a custom thank you page, this is where then in your drop-down menu, you can choose one of, as you can see here, these are my landing pages. So you can choose a landing page to send people to. So basically you create one of those thank you pages, you grab a thank you page template, and you can send them to a thank you page from here that you've customized to either say thank you and give them their freebie that you've promised them, or you're using that thank you page again to pitch them on like a webinar or another product, maybe a tiny offer. Maybe you're selling a tiny course for like 27 bucks. You want to get them in on a freebie. So it's kind of a mini funnel, right? You want to get them, bring them in on a freebie. They sign up for your freebie. And then on your thank you page, you're pitching them on a tiny offer for like $7 or a $27 course, something like that. So it's a great way to increase your profits. You know, down here on the left-hand side is where we have our form fields right now. Again, just first name and email. If you want to make it so it's required, click on the edit button. And then actually right now, this one says make this field required. All you got to do is uncheck that if you don't want that required. So I'm going to save that. And then another great thing about these forms is you can, and again, you can preset all this and then just add these forms wherever you want, is automations. Click on add automation. What's cool about this is it says here that when this form is submitted, so when they land on your landing page and they submit this form, what do we want to happen? So we're going to do then, and we have all sorts of options here. Some of the options that I usually use are like add a tag, especially if I have like a wait list or something. I want to tag them with a certain tag. Maybe I want to send them the email. So this is where we click send them an email where we can say, here's your freebie. And so it goes out in the email as well. So you can actually forward them to a thank you page immediately where they download your freebie, but you can also send them out the email in case they click off or they don't see it or they don't have time. They can check their email box later and download the freebie from there, which you're going to include in here with a link and a button. I'll show you that in a minute. Another great automation is the subscribe to an email sequence right here. So let's say that you get them to opt in on something and you've already set up a pre-built sequence of emails, like your email funnel, then this will automatically add them to that email sequence. And so you can see how as you build this stuff out over time, everything becomes pretty automated. I mean, think about creating content on YouTube, for example, and leading people to your landing page with a freebie opt-in, and then trying to sell them on a tiny course on the next page. And they're getting an email too that goes out with their freebie download, which then you're pitching them on other products and services because they're on your email list, and you're adding them to a certain email sequence, which can, nurture them and educate them over time and sell them on potential services or products as well in the future. So you can see how this can all become extremely automated. And that's what I love about online marketing and online business. Real quick, let's talk about some of the analytics that Kajabi allows you to see. Right now, I'm on the analytics section under my page views. Okay, and you can see here on the right-hand side, you could actually select from specific landing pages that you've created so that you can see all the data from that landing page, like page visitors. As you can see here, if you scroll down to the center, you got landing pages by views. Obviously, my home page is one of the most viewed, visited pages right now, but I have a lot of landing pages that are getting a lot of views as well. You can also see your offers by views, website pages, and it breaks it down into a whole bunch of other data for you here. And of course, you can filter on the right-hand side. So the importance of this is tracking how your landing pages are performing, how your sales funnels are performing, how any of your pages are basically performing, so you can see where you can make improvements and adjustments. So if you see, for example, that you're getting a lot of traffic to your landing page, but you're realizing you're not getting a lot of signups to your offers or to your freebies, then something on that landing page is not converting. Obviously, whatever you're doing on the front end, your top of funnel marketing, right? Like your advertising or your content is performing because you're driving people to those landing pages, but your landing page for some reason is not converting. And that's where you can revisit your landing page and see, is it the call to action like we talked about? Is it bold enough? Is my hook clear enough? Is it strong enough? Is my message clear enough? Am I confusing people? Is there too much stuff? These are things that you can use these analytics to kind of monitor and fix if you need to, but you can also see where you're doing really well also, and you can double down on either those pages or that design or that whatever you set up, right? So the analytics are very, very helpful, and I love that Kajabi just has this all baked right in. Real quick, before we wrap up, I just want to show you a couple of my landing pages that I have here. This is my try out Kajabi free for 30 days. This is the michaelgoms.com/Kajabi page. When people land here, this is my landing page. I've got a video here which explains a little bit about what you get from signing up with my Kajabi link, like the bonus courses, the ebooks, the 45-minute coaching call. So I've got a video here that they can play. You scroll down, I got a little bit more information about what's included in the course. As you can see here, how excited I am to have you on this page. And then really, I just have a little overview of the bonuses that you're going to get when you subscribe or when you sign up for Kajabi for the 30-day trial through my affiliate link. These are the bonuses that you get. When you click on the button, it'll take you over to Kajabi where you can sign up for Kajabi through my link. Then an email will go out to you letting you know how to gain access to all of the free content and the stuff that I offer for signing up through my link. So this is a really simple but powerful landing page. I get a lot of traffic through this every single day, and it's great. A lot of people want to use Kajabi, and I love that. This is kind of a combination of a landing page and a click-through page, because I also have up here an already have Kajabi button up here, because some of you may already have Kajabi, and so you obviously don't need to get Kajabi through me, but I do have an offer for you. So if you click on the button already have Kajabi, it'll take you over to my Master Kajabi landing page where you can sign up for the Master Kajabi paid course. And one last landing page that I want to show you real quick. This is my free download. So this is a really simple opt-in page that I promote on YouTube and social media. And this is where you can come get my free download, get paid for your brain, the secret to making money with what you know. They come here, it says, yes, I want the guide, Michael. It just has their email address that they have to put in here I don't even need a name. I just want them to get access to this freebie. And after they get the freebie, let me show you what happens. I'll put in my email address, my personal email address, hit go. And this is the thank you page that it'll take you to after you sign up. See, real simple. Thank you for signing up. Click download below. If I click download, it'll automatically pull up the freebie that I created for them, which is to get paid for your brain, secrets to making money with what you know. And this is my freebie. I think one of the things to remember when creating landing pages or sales pages is that you are very clear and concise in your messaging and what you want that potential customer or client to do. So keep that in mind when you're building out your landing pages, from your hook to your titles to your offers to your calls to actions, things like that. One more thing that I want to mention is that Kajabi landing pages are built to be mobile friendly. And that's important nowadays because everybody's on their phones. So they're on YouTube on their phone, they're on Facebook on their phone, they're on Instagram on their phone. So if you're not optimizing, when they click that link to go to your landing page to grab that freebie, if your landing page is not optimized for mobile, it's either going to look horrible or it's not going to function, or they're not going to have the same experience as they would if they were on their laptop or on their computer. So let me show you how we do this real quick. If we go back to this Bolt landing page that we were working on, up here at the top, we have these options. So here's our desktop icon. Here's our tablet icon. We have tablet in horizontal and vertical view, landscape, and landscape vertical mode. And then we have, this is our mobile. So if we click on mobile, as you can see here, Kajabi allows us to edit the mobile version of our landing page right here in the page builder, and we don't even have to leave. Over on the left-hand side, we have separate controls down here for mobile layouts. So we can customize the text. We can even customize the entire sections and colors. So maybe there's a section that's too big, or there's a section that has imagery that doesn't really work with mobile. You can duplicate that section and then hide it on mobile. So if we come over here, you see how it says mobile layout right here, and it says hide block. I can actually hide this existing form block, which I wouldn't hide because that's the whole point, right? But I can hide this existing block if I decided to put another form. Let's say you want to track whether people are going through mobile or whether people are going through like desktop. Now, Kajabi does a great job already with the analytics tracking that, but if you want to track it separately, you can create two forms and have one on desktop and one on mobile, right? As you can see here, the text right here is left aligned. It was left aligned on the desktop version, but if we want to center this on this mobile version, all we have to do is scroll down here to where it says mobile, the mobile layout, and just click mobile text alignment center. And there you can see that the text was aligned center, and that'll show that way on mobile. But if we go back here to desktop, it's still aligned on the left-hand side. So you can have two different settings depending on what you like for mobile. So make sure all your pages are optimized for mobile. That's one of the biggest secrets I can give to you. Make sure they're optimized for mobile. I go through all of my website pages after I'm done building them and make sure they're optimized for mobile so everything still shows up the way that I want them to show up. Thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and check out my description below for all my free training and my coaching programs. We'll see you in the next video.